Hello Sagittarius, I am Ulrich, I'm a little monk card reader, but today we will do your financial philosophical card reading for the month of May. These cards are more like an advisors if you are in a difficult situation, or they give you advice how to save money, or if you have certain habits, positive or negative habits, they tell you about this. Anyway, Sagittarius, we will see where it goes for you for the month of May. So Sagittarius, here I go for your financial card reading for the month of May. Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your financial philosophical card reading for the month of May. As your first card here, we see the card of evolution. Progress is part of life. We all know this, especially on the case of technology, internet, laptops, computers, cell phones. Everything is going very fast now. We evolve over the years. Technology evolves over the years. 2 decades that are following each other are not the same. Sometimes we don't even need a decade if we remember 3-4 years ago and we compare our current situation, how we are living now. There are very big difference for most of us. It's like we have a pre-virus situation and an after-virus situation. It's like the world is turned upside down, and then of course we need to add the economical situation that is put upon us now due to the circumstances there near Russia. Anyway, we see here that for coming back on technology, 20 years ago, for instance, you would find it unusual to pay large amounts for technology, for certain services. Our expenses and our needs are increasing, and therefore certain things we must eliminate. What was essential before or in the past is today maybe no longer important. For instance, if you have a landline in your home and you no longer receive any calls on that landline, well, maybe it would be an interesting move to annulate this landline, because if you don't use it, why would you pay for it? For instance, if you catch yourself always watching broadcasts on the internet and you don't use your subscription anymore on your TV channels, what is the purpose of these subscriptions if you pay for them and if you don't use them? We could also extinguish the list here. For instance, if you have a subscription on a magazine or on a newspaper or whatever, and these things are still in the paper version, maybe you can save a lot of money with taking the online version, which is mostly 40 to 50% cheaper. So these are all expenses that we make. Times are changes. Sometimes it's also about banking. Sometimes if we are still in traditional banking, we should consider internet banking. For some of you, they can go 100% internet banking with a bank, for instance, that has no more fixed location. If you work with a bank without a fixed location or they have actually branches, these banks are mostly very cheap. So you should consider all these things and stop these expenses. So review your monthly payments and ask yourself questions, adjust your spending to the current times. This is what this card is about. And the next card is that we are probably in a very good situation. We are improving, and actually we should. While we are improving, we should keep certain expenses under control, because we have the card here also that we are probably planning or have spent a little bit too much during certain holidays. But this card is a positive card. You have probably progressed over the last years. Maybe now these months, in exception to many people, you have some progress here, and you are rather carefree. You sail literally to all calmer waters here. But remember, here the battle is never over financially. Every day we must sail a course, and of course, if we are careful, we will improve ourselves. So take a few moments of your time if you notice that you are evolved financially, for all the work that you have done, for your efforts that you put in for your work. Compare your situation to the situation that you had a few months ago or maybe last year. And here this card asks us to smile, and it asks us to take a break, give yourself a little rest, regain your breath, and appreciate the road that you have been traveling. Probably some parts of it were not easy, but each step have brought you where you are now, and you come always a little bit closer to the finish line. So savor your day and celebrate your accomplishments, whatever they may be, whatever is important for you. So give yourself the gift of a well-deserved break here. Applaud for yourself how far you have come. The last card that we are seeing here, this could be a card for the future. It could be a warning sign, or maybe it means that you spend a little bit too much during the Eastern holiday. Mostly during holidays, we tend to spend more money. We are more in a generous mood, and as we know, Sagittarius is quite a generous sign here. And here we also see that these like Eastern, Christmas, and Valentine, they are become very commercial. It's not a question if you buy a box of chocolate or some flowers or some electronic gadget for your loved one. It is about that we lost the idea, or society has lost the idea what constitutes the basis actually of these festivals. Whether you're religious or not, it's not so very important. But the thing is here, the action, the financial actions that are connected to these holidays. And for instance, for giving now for Eastern, this sacred holiday, it has turned into a celebration of abundance. This is just one example that I'm giving here. And mostly during the rest of the year, we have a lot of financial goodwill. But if holiday is coming up, we lose it's like we're losing our control, all financial goodwill here, and we overindulge in expenses for buying gifts. And then, of course, the months later, there's the horror of the payments, the invoices that arrive. So this card asks you to remember why these festivities, these celebrations exist. So learn about the origin of Eastern, Valentine, and inform yourself of the real value and the real meaning that they have for people. It's not important if it's your belief or not, but we need to put these celebrations in their historical context. So we need to give them back their sincere meaning and not connect them to consumption or even overconsumption. So don't let yourself be fooled in the future for overconsumption. If certain festivities, holidays are coming up, whatever, be careful here if this card is here, or maybe you already made some expenses here. These gifts are only meant as an expression of our feelings, and it's not about quantity here that is here the important. It's about the intention that comes with it. Sometimes the most expensive gift that we can give a loved one is actually something that we don't need to pay for, that is actually totally for free. And probably you're all listening now, well, this gift is your time. Time is the most precious gift in our common society. We all work a lot. There's no more time for the loved ones, for the children, for the people that is close to us. And this card tells us also to pay attention to your loved one, to come closer. And this is mostly the most precious gift that we can have here. So Sagittarius, I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this philosophical financial card reading. If you did, thank you for doing so. If you are interested in more in the classic Lenormand card readings, we do also monthly classic Lenormand card readings. They are very into detail, so you can check them on my channel. And of course, we have also the philosophical spiritual card readings. They are like guides in your life. If there are certain issues in your life, there are very good advices there. Anyway, Sagittarius, thank you for watching. Thank you for considering subscribing, and we see each other next time. Bye bye for now.